be really, really quiet. Shh. I've got the nursery here. This is my first ever nursery. There's a little cocoon there. Oh my, there's cocoons all over in here. This was the overs. After the sifting from the, I think it was the 1/4 inch sift. So I added a bunch of horse manure that I had broken apart and put in here. And then I gave them some moisture. And so now I'm just waiting for a few of these to hatch out. Let's check our temperature. It's at 71. So I could probably bump that up 10 more degrees to help increase the speed to which all these cocoons hatch out. I think I just seen one wisp so far. I did not write down the date from, I'm learning what all I'm going to need to be keeping track of. Not that I probably need to really keep track of that. They will produce clitellums when they're ready to mature and start to mate. Here's the little one here now. He looks a little older. So he may have been a wisp that made it in there from the sifting process. But I wanted to put that horse manure in there and use it as a new feed source for these little guys as soon as they hatch. I wanted it evenly distributed around in this bedding. And, oh, there's a big worm in there. How'd you get in there? Well, he's not super big, but bigger than what I feel should be in this nursery. Oh, so there you go. Look at all those cocoons. That is amazing. So, you guys, we need way more sifting methods out there going on for the larger size breeder systems. I would love to see a small tabletop trommel made of metal with a 1/12 sift screen, and then one with a 1/4 inch to get the overs and the worms out, and then go deeper then to remove your castings from your, your cocoons. And have them be tabletop units that fit right over top of this bin. And then, because as far as I'm going to say, the amount of bins I have, it must be commercial. Holy cow, I didn't know that's what I had done. I didn't know these things reproduced and ate this much material. So I'm just kind of turning this bin in and out. And then that way the moisture is good throughout. I put them in a really warm spot, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move them over to the seed mat and get them warmed up a little bit more and way more favorable for them to start coming out of those cocoons. Because my towers, I have those shut off. I don't want to be running those if I don't have to. And I'm finding the only ones that really, I think, need that in the environment that I'm in here, which is fairly warm. Let me look and see what my gauge says. It's 63 in here right now. So, these guys probably do need a heat mat, which I will put them on. And my African night crawlers also have a heat mat. So, they're up at 80. So, I'm going to put these on a heat mat and we'll get them hatched a little sooner. And I'm going to probably turn one tower into a nursery where it can just run and be on all the time, set at about 80. I think is happy medium there for these, maybe. I'll look it up. Don't worry. And then we'll have 4 towers worth of breeders, and I will probably sift 2 bins per day, per week for each tower. And that I'll be able to just use my hand crank sifter. The only problem is I feel like I need to clean that sifter after each time I use it. And that's kind of a pain. So I'm feeling like a trommel may be the better system. And I'm probably just going to have to build my own, which I don't want to have to, because that's going to be a lot of time and energy, which I don't have right now. But I got to do what I got to do to get through this now that I got it started. I don't necessarily want to have to buy one and have it shipped, because they're very expensive, I see. Now, I don't think that I want to build a huge business either, because I've got way too many other things I'm doing, and the regenerative agriculture with the animals is what I prefer to spend my time on. So, but if the soil needs corrected, I need to stop and get that done so that my animals stay healthy with proper food and not too many nitrates in their guts. So, thanks for stopping by and seeing the little nursery and how it's doing. This is the only change we're going to make, is we're going to put it on a seed mat to help warm it up a little bit more. And we'll see where we end up in the future.